you suck at cooking, yeah, you totally suck.
Today we're making crispy air-fried potatoes with awesome sauce. Now you can grab a random potato, cut it up, throw it in the air fryer, and enjoy a limp and disappointing potato because you don't know the secret method. But if you want to learn how to get your potato up to a higher level of crispitude, come with me on a magical journey as we unlock the secrets to crispy air-fried potatoes. The kind of potatoes you use matters. That's because of the relationship between starch and crispiness. So we want something starchy, like russet, and also because of the relationship between tastiness and toughness. So we want something big and muscular. We'll start by peeling the peel while ignoring the fact that peel is both a noun and a verb. It's a myth that most of a potato's nutrients are in the peel. In fact, most of the potato's nutrients are in this small packet, which you should sprinkle on the potato before eating it. Fun fact, potatoes are the fiber board of the vegetable world, which is why the Irish make potato houses instead of gingerbread houses at Christmas. Now set your peelings aside so you can concentrate on the job at hand. Now let's cut our potatoes into a shape that won't require you to dislocate your jaw. I'm cutting my potatoes into wedges, but unlike the wedge that your toxic relationship jammed between you and your friends, these wedges won't do any emotional damage and will taste delicious. Now we're going to give these wedges a bath to remove some of that starch we mentioned earlier. Why we choose a starchy potato only to wash the starch off is a question scientists have yet to answer. Much like, what is dark matter made of, and why is the earth flat? Now take that water and make a delicious cup of starch tea, while appreciating the fact that this is the exact same stuff they use to hold the flag up when they faked the moon landing. Now before we air fry, we're gonna water fry because imbuing the potatoes with water makes them more crispy for some reason. Heat that water up until it gains enough kinetic energy to overcome the attractive forces holding it in a liquid state. Add in those wedges along with just enough salt to kill a hedgehog, and once they're fork, knife, or tweezer tender some unknown amount of minutes later, strain off that water and give yourself a nice starch steam facial. Then put them right back in that pot with some oil and show them who the real tough guy is by roughing them up a bit. Roughing them up doesn't make them crispier because you're exposing more surface area. It works because potatoes develop a protective shell to ward off future bullying. Much like when frying with oil, the secret to air frying potatoes is using the right air for the job, which is notoriously tricky because no one has ever seen it. Select something complimentary in order to bring out that je ne sais quoi. Or as the Irish say, he wouldn't give you the steam off his You know what? Never mind what the Irish say, the point is we all like potatoes. Now make sure you pour it really even so you don't get chunks of air in some bites. Now we're ready to gently transport them to the sauna platform. And once we've got them all laid out, we're almost ready to air fry. And now we're gonna go back in time to make some awesome sauce. We're gonna start by smithereening some green onions, and we'll grate a clove of garlic. Then we're gonna add 2 parts mayo to 2 parts yogurt or sour cream, to 0 parts ketchup, to 1 part tahini, to half a part rice vinegar, to 1 parted hair, to parts unknown. Then we'll wang-jangle that all together. Now we'll take our time machine forward to when the air is frying, and we'll see that acrylamide has formed as a byproduct of the amino acid asparagine reacting with glucose and fructose. Delicious. And once they've reached the level of crispitude you desire, you can let them cool a bit and then pour those out onto a plate. And then enjoy the symphony of crispiness as it first hits your mouth, and then hits your ears. But doesn't hit your mouth again because we haven't learned how to eat sound yet, and we can only hope that scientists figure that out soon. This video is sponsored by Tyfer and the Dome 2 air fryer. It has 15-in-1 multifunctional cooking, no big deal, including air fry, bacon, steak, wings, and pizza. Look at how non-sticky that is. Look at it! And check out that crust. 360-degree heating tech from Dual Heating Elements means less shaking and flipping and less flipping out because something didn't cook right. Guess what else it has 360 degrees of? Dome. Guys, I gotta take a quick break to tell you about... Oh look, my food's ready. Check out the big basket on this thing. It also has an upgraded self-cleaning mode which uses 500 degrees of heat to break down grease and grime from the top for easier cleanup, and it can even vaporize all of your problems.
No, it can't.
No, it can't. The Tyfer Dome 2 was $4.99, now only $3.49 for the game day kickoff sale. Use code WYSACCooking and it drops to $3.14. Don't miss out on the Dome.